Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Tea Tuesday. I was looking for my tea. It's right here. I'll tell you about it in just a minute. Oh, wow, it's still hot. I like my tea cold. I thought it was cooled off, but it's not. I like to say thank you to Patty with Patty's Life with Patty and Kathy's Favorite Things for hosting this Tea Tuesday. And I will leave their links down below if you'd like to join in. This is an open collaboration and anybody can join in. So make sure it's all lowercase. You can come and go as you please. So today, what I'm drinking for tea is Chamomile Mint by Bigelow right here. And I usually grow my own chamomile and I grow my own mint. This is all natural and it's caffeine free with smoothness of chamomile and the taste of mint. It's got chamomile, peppermint leaves, rosehip, lemongrass, natural flavor, soy, lecithin, lemon peel. And it smells delicious. Blended and packaged in the USA. So it's right here. It's got a beautiful color. Look at that. Just beautiful. And it is hot. Smells amazing. Oh, so good. I hope Maggie's not going to start. She was just on my treadmill, so I think that might have scared her. Okay, I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. It's still not really cool, but boy, it smells so good. If you haven't tried this, you ought to try it. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait for my chamomile to start growing. And I will take you in my garden series, and I have a garden series on Monday, so if you'd like to come back and check that out. And I have Grammy's DT meals and snacks on Wednesday. I'm just busy. Everything has to be bought in from the Dollar Tree 125 store. And you make a meal, a snack, or a drink, and you just tell about it, tell the calories, and just talk a little bit about it, say if you like it or if you don't. It's amazing what you can come up with Dollar Tree items. Okay, let's get going. Don't be silly, Mr. Twiddle. What's Mr. Twiddle gonna get into? Here we go. Mr. Twiddle doesn't like the cat. We all know he doesn't like the cat. Now, Twiddle, said Mrs. Twiddle one morning when she had a letter from her cousin Amanda. I think I shall have to go away for a day or two because my cousin Amanda is ill and needs someone to look after her. But I can't do without you, said Twiddle, quite alarmed at being left on his own. Who'll get my breakfast and make the bed and light the kitchen fire when it goes out? Oh, Lord, Mr. Twiddle can't do anything. You will, Twiddle dear, said Mrs. Twiddle. It's time you learnt to do a few things for yourself. It won't hurt you, and I shan't be gone long. Now cheer up and don't look so alarmed. Will you take the cat with you? Asked Twiddle. He didn't like the cat, and the cat didn't like him. I don't feel as if I can possibly look after the cat. Now, how hard is it to look after a cat, really? Well, you must, said Mrs. Twiddle firmly. Of course I shan't take her with me. I shouldn't think of such a thing. Don't be silly. The cat's no trouble. It's no trouble to you, but it's a great trouble to me, said Twiddle, thinking the many times that the cat had tripped him up, jumped onto his middle when he was asleep, stolen fish of all kinds that he was going to have for breakfast or supper. That cat's a great nuisance. I shall not look after her. You are not to talk like that, Twiddle, said Mrs. Twiddle in such a sharp voice that Twiddle thought he had better not say any more. But he was very upset to think Mrs. Twiddle was going away and leaving him to look after himself and the cat. Mrs. Twiddle packed a small bag and told Twiddle to remember ever so many things. The milkman has been, so there's plenty of milk for your tea. When I was growing up, my grandmother always put milk in her tea, and I do sometimes, but not like I used to. It all depends what I'm having with it. The baker will come soon. There is a herring for your supper and a kipper for your breakfast. You know how to fry them because you've seen me do it plenty times. There are 2 eggs in the larder as well, so you can have those if you want to. Yes, love, said Twiddle, trying hard to remember everything. And don't forget to give the cat her milk each day and to get her into the house at night, said Mrs. Twiddle. And don't let her sleep on the beds. Certainly not, said Twiddle, quite determined about that. Well, I hope Amanda will soon be better, my dear, so that you can come back home. I shall miss you very much. Goodbye, Twiddle, dear, said Mrs. Twiddle, and don't leave the front door open when you go out, and don't let the kitchen fire out if you can help it, and don't leave the taps running, and you'll miss your bus, said Twiddle. You didn't like all this doings. Goodbye, love. Take care of yourself. Boy, is he happy to see her go out the door. Mrs. Twiddle went, and Twiddle trotted off into the scullery to do the washing up. The cat was sitting on the windowsill there, washing herself. You're always washing yourself, said Twiddle. Can't think why you don't get any dirty as all that. Now, you listen to me, cat. I've got to look after you, but any nonsense from you, and I'll just spank you. No, you don't spank cats. You love cats. You don't hurt animals in any way, said the cat rudely. Don't hiss at me like that, said Twiddle, running hot water into the bowl. The cat watched him. Then she jumped down, rubbed against his leg, and meow. What are you doing that for, said Twiddle. You only do that when you want something. You've had your milk. I saw Mrs. Twiddle giving it to you. The cat gave up rubbing against Twiddle's legs because he kept pushing her away. She strolled into the kitchen, which was empty. She jumped up onto the breakfast table. The jug of milk was still there. The cat began to lick, trying her hardest to reach the milk. When she had licked a little bit of it, she put up her paw to try to get the milk nearer, and over went the jug. The milk streamed over the table. The cat was pleased. Now there was plenty. She began to lick it up. Twiddle heard the noise of the fallen jug and came to see what it was. He was very angry when he saw the split milk on the spoilt tablecloth. He tried to smack the cat, but she put out a paw and gave him a sharp scratch, then leaped out the window. Bother the thing, said Twiddle, annoyed. He bathed and scratched and then went on washing up. When he had done that, he tidied the kitchen, swept everything. Then he felt very tired and went to sit down in the armchair. He took up the paper, but he didn't read much of it because he was soon asleep. Mrs. Twiddle said that Twiddle could go to sleep at any hour of the day, and it was quite true. Twiddle was really enjoying his nap when something landed with a jerk right onto the middle, and then he settled down heavily, digging pins into him all the time. He woke up with a jump. The cat was lying peacefully on him, digging her claws in and out. purring loudly, very comfortable and happy. Twiddle was very angry. He turned to shake the cat off, but she clung to him with all her claws. "How many times have I told you not to jump on me like that?" shouted Twiddle in the fine old rage. You make me into a sort of bed for yourself and always wait till I'm asleep before you jump. I won't have it." He shook the cat off at last, shooed her to the door and slammed it behind her. Then he settled down again, but the cat came in at the window, waited by the fire till Twiddle was sound asleep and snoring a little, and then jumped up to his middle once more. Twiddle woke again with a jump, and the cat leaped off. Poor Twiddle. He decided not to sleep anymore. The cat didn't mean to let him anyways. Twiddle went to the larder and wondered what to have for his dinner. The baker came. He was wondering, and Twiddle went to get the bread from him. He left the larder door open. Oh no, here we go. The cat went in, smelt the hare, and jumped up on the shelf at once. The next thing that Twiddle saw was the cat dragging this precious heron over to the floor and out of the door. He was just too late to stop her. "Look at that cat," he said to the baker. "She's the most annoying, interfering cat I've ever saw. I suppose you don't want a cat, do you?" "Well, I've rats in the bakery." "Oh, my word, rats. I'd be so scared." He said, the baker, "I don't mind having her. If she'll catch them, I'll keep her." "Well, you can have her and welcome," said Twiddle. He ran after the cat, pounced on her, popped her into a sack. The baker put it into his cart and drove off. Twiddle was very pleased. Now the cat can't interfere with me anymore. And I'm going to stop right here because I want to share something with you. And we'll continue with this next week. Oh boy, is Mr. Twiddle going to be in trouble with Mrs. Twiddle. I want to show you something I made yesterday. And you tell me what you think. Oh, I can't even hold it. Fix her little hair. I made this precious little gnome. What do you think? The only problem I had, this is the first time I've put little shoes on a gnome, and I glued it, which when she sits, you can't see it, but I glued it here, and if you're looking and you got it up, you can see the glue. I gotta find a glue that's clear that will hold really well, but this is my gnome, and I think I'll call her, I don't know, we'll give her a name, Daisy. What do you think? These are little shoes that you buy in the party section for baby showers. I thought, why not? I was looking around, I said, I think that would fit on a gnome. So here is Daisy. Isn't she just the cutest? I haven't made one of these since St. Patrick's Day, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. Now, I'm wondering, how about a giveaway on her? You might not get it till after Easter because of the mailing, but if you'd like her, and as long as you understand, this is my first one putting on shoes. She'll sit just fine. The only way you can see the glue, and you can see it right there, is if you're holding her up. But if you got her standing or in a basket, you won't be able to see it. So if you're interested in this gnome, use the word Daisy. Yes, Daisy. And I will mail Daisy out on Wednesday. And depending how far she's got to travel, you may or may not get her until after Easter. But I just thought I would do that. I wanted to do it earlier, but it just didn't work out for me. So you have to be in the United States. I'm sorry, I like to mail outside the United States, but it's very costly. And you must be 18 years or older. I purchased everything with my own money. And let me see. You must get a hold of me ASAP. I'm doing this drawing on Wednesday night. Now, no, I can't do it Wednesday night because I'm going to mail it out on Wednesday. I'm going to do the drawing late Tuesday night. 10 o'clock p.m. is the cutoff, 10 o'clock p.m. So I hope everybody jumps in on this that wants to join in. Please, if you're not interested, don't put your name in, because when I hit that little thing that goes around and around and pick up the word, I want to make sure you're interested and you want her. So use the word Daisy in a sentence. I will put this video up early on Tuesday so you can watch it, and we'll go from there, okay? So everybody have a great day. God bless. And we'll see you next week with Mr. Twiddle. Don't forget, if you want to get in on the hidden drawing. Bye now. Have a good day.